are gathered here to fill you with fear and give you a treat for your ears, as we invade your mind with our scary rhymes and some tales that can be gory, as you bear witness and sit here and listen to our poetic horror stories. Hello, PHS crew. This is the start of our 31 days of Halloween videos. We thought we would start off with 3 Halloween haunted house creepy tales. Sit back, relax, turn up your volume, and enjoy. Edward was a solitary man who loved his old house, especially the basement study he had built himself. He designed it with a large, heavy oak desk and filled it with books and tools for his hobbies. When Edward died, a new family with a father, mother, and 2 children moved in. The family was happy there, but the father always felt a chilling presence in the basement. He and the children would hear strange sounds coming from down there, like someone shuffling through papers. One day, the father decided to fix an old jacket and remembered Edward's study. He went to the basement and laid the jacket on the desk. As he searched the desk drawers, the room grew cold, and he felt like he was being watched. He kept searching until a small wooden toolbox in the bottom drawer fell to the floor. Inside, among some antique tools, was a worn leather-bound journal. He opened it to find a drawing of his family inside. He immediately dropped the journal and ran upstairs. After that night, the family would find the jacket laid out on the kitchen table every morning. Each time, a new patch was neatly sewn onto the jacket, covering up a hole. Eventually, the father ran into one of the previous tenants of the home. You know, the old man who lived there before. He was an expert tailor, the former tenant said. He loved that basement study. The family moved out the following week, leaving the jacket on the bed.
Hello, PHS crew. We have a question for you. Have you ever lived in a haunted house? Let's start a conversation in the comments below. We are dying to know.
A teenage girl was babysitting 2 kids in a large old mansion on a cold Halloween night. The father of the children had told her that once the kids were asleep, she should stay in the basement to watch TV. The kids went to bed without a problem, and the girl headed downstairs. In the corner of the basement was a large life-size clown statue, and it was pointed directly at her. She tried to ignore it, but as she watched TV, she couldn't shake the feeling that it was staring at her. Finally, she got so unnerved that she put a blanket over the clown's face. Still rattled, she decided to call the father to ask if she should move to another room, to another place. The father, slightly irritated, asked what was wrong. There's a clown statue in the corner, and it's freaking me out, she said. There was a pause, and then the father responded in a low voice.
Get out of the house. We don't own a statue of a clown. The kids have been complaining about a clown in their room at night. We thought it was a nightmare. Just grab the kids and get out now.
The girl hung up and ran to the kids' room to grab them. As she entered, she saw a large, shadowy figure standing at the foot of their bed, staring right at her. It was the clown. It turned its head slowly and then grinned at her, revealing a row of razor-sharp teeth. The girl let out a blood-curdling scream. She grabbed the kids and ran out of the house as fast as she could. They got away, but the girl never babysat again. The little girl was said to have drowned. People now come from all around the world to tour the island of the dolls. People even leave offerings for the dolls in exchange for blessings and hope of miracles. I was fascinated by this story, and I wanted to see if the legend was true. But like the saying goes, be careful what you wish for.
My name is Erin, and she taught.
In a quiet neighborhood, a group of kids decided to explore a supposedly haunted house deep in the woods. It was Halloween night, and they were feeling brave. The house was old and dilapidated, with broken windows and a creaky front door. They went inside and walked through the dusty, empty rooms, daring each other to touch the peeling wallpaper and cobweb-covered furniture. After a while, they got bored, and they decided to leave. But when they got to the front door, it was locked. They began to panic. They tried kicking the door and banging on the windows, but nothing worked. Then they heard footsteps coming from upstairs. A young girl with long, dark hair and a tattered dress appeared at the top of the stairs. She smiled at them and then started to sing a nursery rhyme. Her voice was raspy and hollow, and her eyes were empty. The kids scrambled to find another way out, and one of them noticed a small wooden door in the back of the pantry. They all rushed to the door and kicked it open, revealing a dark, narrow tunnel. They crawled through the tunnel, and when they finally emerged, they were back in the woods. They never saw the girl again, but they could still hear her singing faintly in the distance. The kids ran back to their neighborhood and never spoke of the incident again, except for one of them who claimed they have seen the girl's face in the windows of his house every night for a week afterwards. We hope you enjoyed the 3 scary Halloween haunted house stories. If you did enjoy it, then please like, share, and comment to let us know. And if you're new, please subscribe and become a part of the PHS crew. And since you made it this far, then why don't you click on the iCard? We have many original Halloween stories you will enjoy. We appreciate and thank you all, and we will see you in our next video.